Good afternoon, listeners. You're tuned in to KZUP's Legends and Oddities Hour, the station that asks the tough questions like why and what were you thinking? I'm your host, Stanley O'Brady, and today we've got a man whose innovation has Capitol Hill buzzing like a hive of confused bees. Please welcome Harold Thistlethwaite, the architect behind the newly installed steps at the Capitol building. Harold, great to have you here.
Thanks, Shirley.
No, that's Stanley.
It's nice to be here, though I prefer the title Vertical Ascension Specialist. I'll admit, coming into the studio felt a bit like a betrayal to my vision. The stairs here go up and down.
Oh, the horror! So what's the history here? Give us a timeline.
Oh, right, the boring stuff. Okay. Back when the Capitol building was being erected...
Oh, hold on, Harold. You can't say erected on the radio.
Come on, grow up, will you? If I meant something of a sexual nature...
Whoa, you definitely can't say sexual either.
I would have said something like stiffy or vertical salute.
We're getting way off the subject matter.
You started it.
Timeline. History. Go.
Right. Back when the Capitol building was going up... Back in 1994, the builders, in cooperation with the leadership, wanted to highlight the productivity of the elected officials and came up with the idea of installing steps that only went up. So, with the help of $4 million and 3 years' worth of work, we are where we are today. It's what I call the forward momentum model. It's a statement about our future. Always moving up, Scabby. Never looking back.
It's Stanley. Harold, I think everyone's wondering why. Why create stairs that only go up? Isn't that a bit counterproductive?
Counterproductive to whom, Studley?
Oh, thank you. But it's still Stanley.
If life's a ladder, why waste time climbing down? My steps embody progress. Once you ascend, there's no looking back.
A lovely metaphor, Harold. But let's address the practical concerns. What happens when someone realizes they've forgotten something at the bottom?
That's the beauty of it. They adapt. I've seen senators shouting orders from the top, interns scaling the building like squirrels, and one particularly crafty lobbyist parachuting down. It's innovation in action.
Innovation and potential lawsuits. What do you say to the critics who argue that your design is a logistical nightmare?
Nightmare? Stubby.
Again, it's Stanley.
Nightmares are fueled by fear. My stairs are fueled by hope. Did I face opposition? Sure. Some said it was physically impossible or a violation of gravity. Others asked, but Harold, what about escalators? As if escalators could ever capture the poetic struggle of climbing. And no, I don't regret banning pogo sticks. They're frivolous.
A brave stance. But let's pivot. Tell me, Harold, what inspired this uphill-only idea? A childhood trauma involving basement stairs, perhaps?
Funny you should ask. In the 5th grade, I was tasked with cleaning our attic. I reached the top, gazed upon endless boxes of forgotten treasures, and then my mom yelled, "Bring everything down!" That was the moment, Snotty.
Really?
When I realized humanity's obsession with downward motion. I vowed never to participate again.
So this is all your mother's fault.
It's society's fault, Skanky.
That's a good one.
My stairs are a revolution, a challenge to think differently. The Capitol building now serves as a monument to ambition, no matter how sweaty and winded ambition may be.
Well, speaking of sweaty ambition, what's the status of the public fitness center you proposed? The one with the treadmills that only speed up?
Oh, it's a hit! Sure, we had complaints, minor gripes like, it's unsafe and I've been running for 3 days, please stop the machine. But progress always demands sacrifices.
You're a modern-day hero, Harold. So what's next? Elevators that only go sideways? Windows you can't see through?
Oh, funny you should mention windows. I've pitched empathy glass. It's opaque and forces people to imagine what's on the other side. As for elevators, I'm considering ones that pause at every floor for a brief instructional seminar.
I'm sure that'll go over big. Harold, I even hear that the president had let's call it a unique experience with your one-way stairs. Care to elaborate?
Yes, the president. A man of great vision, but alas, not great cardio. It was a diplomatic incident, Swirly. He ascended the stairs for a press conference, only to realize he left his speech notes in the car.
Oh, no. What happened next?
Chaos. Secret Service agents scrambled to retrieve the notes, but the stairs thwarted them at every turn. One agent attempted to rappel down using a belt, while another tried to slide down the banister. Unsuccessfully, I might add. Meanwhile, the president stood at the top, improvising a speech about resilience and the importance of moving forward. It was poetic in a way.
Poetic or tragic, depending on your perspective. Did the president have any choice words for you afterward?
Let's just say I received a strongly worded letter. Something about architectural tyranny and a national security risk. But I stand by my design, Stampy. Progress isn't always comfortable.
Wow. Yeah, spoken like a true visionary. Harold, you've managed to turn the Capitol into an obstacle course. And a metaphor. Bravo.
I respect your respect for my work.
I think you missed my... Never mind. We're almost out of time. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Absolutely, Snarky. I'd like to announce that we are franchising this concept.
Franchising?
That's right. I'm launching the trademarked Thistlewaite's Upward Bound Stairs and More. And I'm offering territory rights right here, right now, to the listeners of KZUP. Think about it, Stooley. Every new building needs stairs, and every new building can now have my patented non-reciprocal stair design.
Wait, every new building? So you want to franchise to build a staircase that just goes up, and then another company to build the staircase that just goes down? Isn't that doubling the work?
Oh, nonsense. It's market segmentation, Spanky. We're tapping into the lucrative ascent-only demographic. Our slogan is, Thistlewait Stairs. You get up there, we don't care how you get down.
That sounds less like a slogan and more like a disclaimer you'd find on the back of a cheap carnival ride. What about practical applications, like a 2-story house?
A perfect example. A trademark Thistlewait staircase to the second floor, and then maybe a fire pole or a sturdy rope for the trip back down. Think of the exercise benefits. We sell the climb, the descent is the customer's problem. It fosters personal responsibility.
Or crippling lawsuits. Okay, let's talk about the franchise package. What does a franchisee get for their initial investment?
Great question, Sporky. They get exclusive rights to the trademark Thistlewaite's Upward Bound Stairs and More name in a designated area. They also get an instructional DVD titled The Physics of Forward Tilt and How to Ignore Negative Feedback. And most importantly, they get a crate of our custom-made complimentary construction helmets. They're designed to look like a tiny inspirational hot air balloon.
A balloon helmet.
So people know you're always elevated in your thinking.
Uh-huh. And have you actually sold any of these franchises yet?
Well, I've had a lot of interest. Mostly from a gentleman who was stuck at the top of my Capitol steps for 2 hours, and another gentleman who thought it was a new line of breakfast cereal. They both sounded very committed.
Harold, with all due respect, why not just build normal stairs? Stairs that go both ways. The kind people have used successfully for thousands of years.
Stanky, you lack vision. Anyone can build normal stairs. Normal stairs are boring. Normal stairs say, you will inevitably return to where you started. My stairs say, forget the ground. The only way is up, baby. Plus, my stairs require twice the construction team. One for the upward part, and one for the moral support of people who realize they're now trapped at the top. It's an economic stimulus package.
Truly groundbreaking. Or should I say, ceiling breaking? I think you've just invented a very expensive ladder and called it a franchise opportunity. Listeners, we have the number for the state comptroller's office available if anyone would like to weigh in. And if you find yourself on Capitol Hill, take a moment to experience Harold's one-way stairs. And don't forget to pack climbing gear. Harold Thistlewaite, thank you for joining us today. And just so there's no misunderstanding, my name is Stanley, and it has always been Stanley. Up next on KZUP's Legends and Oddities Hour, a segment on why the new quiet zone at the library involves a marching band.
We hope you enjoyed our first episode of Legends and Oddities Hour. Please look for additional offerings once our host, Stanley O'Brady, gets out of rehab. Today's broadcast was produced and directed by Perfect Face Productions. Written by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Edited by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Starring Aaron Frick as our host, Stanley O'Brady, and Greg Rogers as Harold Thistlewaite. Sound design by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Sound effects and music from Pixabay, Sound Dino, Epidemic Sound, and BBC Sound Effects. Engineering by Aaron Frick. Fact-checking by the Dude on the Corner. Special thanks to the Secret Service and the Quiet Place for the Criminally Insane. This episode was made possible by listeners like you and by money found at the foot of the stairs. If you liked any part of this episode, please let us know, tell others about us, and give us a follow. Perfect Face Productions. Out.